Hey y'all, it's been a great night of celebration and celebrating everything that Mocha Club has done over the last 7 years. For me, one of the best parts is that it is something that started with friends. And this video, we actually want to share with you some of the things that are coming up in Mocha Club, some of the exciting changes and some of the even sponsorship model changes that we're making. And the reason these guys are here is because these guys were all a part of starting Mocha Club, a huge part of it. And so let me introduce him. This is Jeremy Cowart, photographer to the stars. This is Dave Barnes. You may know him as my friend. And this is Matt Wertz. All my friends. And anyways, these guys were all a part of starting Mocha Club because we all conceived of this concept together after a trip to Africa. Do you guys remember that?
It seems like forever ago.
It seems like forever ago.
When was that?
8 years ago. 8 years ago, we took a small trip. We were sitting around in our living room saying we should go to Africa together. And so we went together and we came back. And I also don't know if you guys remember, but we started shooting video of our brainstorming sessions of how we can have an impact in the world.
Vaguely.
You don't remember that, do you?
You don't have that, do you?
I have that video.
No.
Shut up.
I am going to show you that video.
We gotta see that.
So this is, the video I have is 8 years ago, us sitting around, and you will be shocked at how much things have changed.
Oh my
since
gosh.
then.
Do we have to watch it?
Yes, I'm going to pull it out right now.
Oh,
Let me grab that for
A
you.
little scared.
I transcribed it from a tape into a video. So if you guys will join me, let me click here.
I don't know if I want to see this.
And kaboom.
Is that a
Okay, guys, I think we're ready to roll.
nice.
So brainstorming meeting July 17th, 2004. We got all the guys here from the trip. Jeremy Cowart, Matt Wertz, Dave Barnes. Okay, great. So we're just gonna have a little brainstorming meeting. Are you rolling too?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So guys, it's just brainstorming meeting, fun, thinking about the trip. How can we have an impact on the world?
Yes.
Ideas, inventions, small things,
Impacting.
big things, whatever it may be. So why don't you guys start sharing your ideas? Like, how did you feel about the trip?
It was impactful. I would
was.
say that. Yeah.
Impactful.
The flight, like I just, you know, that
A lot of
flight
time
was
to think
so
on that
long.
flight.
It's a lot of time.
18 hours.
It's a long flight.
Cowart, you need to get that.
No, I'm going to.
The service is terrible.
Yeah, man.
What were you thinking about on the flight?
Well, I mean, I was thinking a lot about like how I wish I could connected with my friends while I was in Africa and just kind of in general. And, like,
I mean, your friends back here in the United
yeah,
States.
and in the U.S., people that I'm never around, or maybe even people that like I don't even know. You know, like
cool.
like I could just connect with them and see what they're doing, and
What would you call it? Like, what is that?
I don't know, like you call it like Facebook or yearbooks, you know, with a Z on the end.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
you know, something kind of like with a, you know, something like that. But that's kind of.
I don't get it. I don't think that would work.
Yeah, why would we want to know what like people eating for lunch? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
But like what they're doing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Well, you try.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like-
Hey, but I believe in you, encouraging. You're doing a great job. I want to be intentional.
Howard, I saw you thinking like deep in thought over there. What were you thinking?
Well, I
about?
mean, like looking at these pictures, I'm just like, if they're so amazing that I'm like, what if?
By the way, you are rocking that camera.
Seriously.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
Hey, hey.
I can't stop.
Real quick,
Literally, yeah. Just 1 second.
Passion.
More peanut butter.
Oh man.
But like, what if you took this and turned it into a TV show? Like, you just filmed people living their lives,
doing
sitting
their
around
thing.
their table, doing what we're doing. Like, but what if it was video? Like, what if you could always see people just sitting around?
Like what would they be doing? Like what would
just living. I mean, just like arguing. What we do on our daily basis.
I don't get it.
That's
What
like-
would you call it? Like, what's the idea?
That's kind of.
It's like
Boring
It's
TV.
like
It seems a
reality.
little
Like,
intrusive,
yeah.
you know. Why would anybody
Want to know.
invite you into their house, and then why would anybody watch that?
Well, like I just think about how interesting I am, and if you multiply that times other people, there's so many other
Yeah.
interesting people out
You
there.
are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You are. But I still
That's
think
not
that's
gonna
kind of
work.
a
You know
down
what?
low.
You know what I thought yesterday? I was like, Cowart's interesting.
Yeah,
I did too.
I've
It's
never
so
thought
weird.
of that.
But I don't see it working.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let me just show you how interesting. Like, just 1 second. Yeah. Like,
So-
That was really interesting.
So you're fast too.
Look at that guy.
That is
Really
pretty
fast,
great, actually.
yeah.
So Barnes, what were you thinking about?
Well, I've had about 12 of these. These are good. I was thinking on the flight that
Don't worry about the floor.
Yeah, first of all, I was sleeping. They're all done. We're just cranking them.
Okay.
Where I was like, what if I took my computer? I was working on my computer, and I was like, what if I could take this and condense it into a phone? So camera, phone, computer, and then you have the whole thing.
Does it make the sound effects too?
It might. I don't know. But like, see, this is tiny. I mean, look how small this is.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's
this
really
thing,
small.
you can almost get this in your pocket.
Right.
Like, hey, what's up? You know.
Right.
And so,
What would you call it? What does it do?
well, it's like, so if you're using it,
It's
hey,
like a
what's up?
computer, phone, total communication device.
TCD.
Would you be able to text message on there?
I'd be like, text.
What's text message?
But dude,
I don't know.
It won't, like, for 20 years, no one will be able to get a computer into a phone, and so I don't think it's.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, I really appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Well, I mean,
Barrett.
you're like, yeah.
I mean,
You know, that trip really blew my mind, and I had a great time and a big impact on me. So what I was thinking about is how can we really use what we saw, use our gifts, use our time to have an impact on especially the kids that we got to see there, and maybe do some kind of a fundraiser or something that has an impact in Africa. What do you guys think of that?
That's
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. That's what
when
I
I
mean,
when I was
I was
like
gonna
my
do
phone,
that.
I was like,
Yeah.
let's give kids the power.
yeah, like Facebook for Africa.
So I was
kind
like,
of-
yes,
You
yes,
guys are on the
yes,
same
yes,
page
yes.
as me with your idea.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like
cool.
What did you?
Yeah.
I feel like you heard something different because I would.
Yeah.
When you know Matt was like Facebook, I was like, oh, for the people.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the reality
Our
of me is
phone.
that I help people, you know?
Yeah, well, and that's where I'm at. So thank you for affirming that in me. What I want to ask you guys' thoughts on, though, is for me, what I want to do is translate a message to people where they feel like they can have an impact, or they know they can have an impact. Because so many people feel like I don't make a difference. But the reality is as we just saw there, a few dollars can have a huge impact, right?
Yeah.
But the question I don't know how to do is how to translate that, how to make that message make sense to people. What's an analogy that makes sense? Or
I feel like it's just, the idea is just brewing. It's just really.
yeah. Well, give me. Throw a
I'm
couple-
trying to perk up. I'm like, what could it be?
Yeah.
I want to say things that are unfiltered.
It's like really, pressing in.
yeah.
Almost smell it. You can almost, it's that
Smell it.
strong.
Yeah.
It's
It's that strong.
Yeah.
It smells
It's
burnt.
right under our noses.
It's like on the tip of our tongue, right in front of our faces.
Mm.
I got
I don't
nothing.
know. I do know this. I gotta get to the dojo. Punch out of here! Hey, let's kick it later.
Okay, bro.
Let's
See
do
you.
it.
See you, bro.
Yeah.
Now-
Hey, hey!
Forgot about the kung fu phase, Barnesy.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna. It's cool. This is cool. Get out of here. So.
Wasn't that nice?
Keep it.
Not bad.
I feel it. Sorry.